When I was growing up, there was a song came out called Sunscreen. It was produced by Baz Luhrmann, bear with me, and talked about some advice that you might give to college graduates going into life. It started by saying, wear sunscreen. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proven, whereas the rest of this advice is just based on experience. And it finished by saying, but trust me on the sunscreen. Never mind what all that other stuff, that's good to know, but trust me on the sunscreen, that will actually help you. Well, this is kind of that for project management. Trust me on the objectives. If you focus on the objectives, you will deliver your project. The objectives are the thing you must go back to when you're in trouble. They're the thing you must revise when you're trying to make a decision. And they're the thing that will help you out of almost any hole on your project. It is the objectives that are the project. So trust me on the objectives. If you're having trouble on your project, go back to the objectives. Understand how the problem might affect the objectives, which of the objectives it's affecting, and what might be done to get that objective back on track. If you're coming into a project and you're not really clear on how you're going to achieve it, go back to the objectives. If objectives haven't been written for the project that you've been thrown into, write them, agree them with the sponsor. The objectives will always help you, and they will always fix the issue, or at least give you some idea as to what the solution is to the problem that you're facing. So trust me on the objectives. Go back to them. As the project manager, they are your contract. They are what you agree to deliver. Revise them frequently, and revise them with the team. On projects I've run, I've started team meetings week on week with, remember, these are the objectives. How are we doing against achieving these things? Having your team remember what the objectives are, constantly reminding them what it is you're trying to do, is a really effective way of managing projects, and it keeps everyone focused on the goal. It also stops them worrying about the benefits and whether they're going to be achieved, because that's the sponsor's problem. And as the sponsor, you don't really want your project team worrying about whether you will get the benefits. You need to manage that. That's yours, and it's not really your project team's concern. So the project team need to be focused on the objectives, they need to be delivering the objectives, and they need to be making sure that any risks or issues that come away throughout the life of the project are not endangering those objectives. I feel like I've said objectives a lot, but that's important because they are your project. Trust me on the objectives. Thanks for listening.